Hi everybody, this is St-Pierre at Physikinaction. Today I want to tell you a story, and it's a story about health and how much you have control over your health, what it is that you can do to do better. It might not affect many of you, but if I really pay attention to what my clients say and whatnot, there is a lot of people that have medical issues or physical issues that they are stuck in. And so here comes a little story. About 3 years ago, I was having trouble with my iron. I've always had trouble with my iron. I'm physical, I train all the time, I generally eat well. I do cheat, don't get me wrong, I do have the pizza once in a while and things like that. And it's not something that I'm proud of because I wish I was stronger and could avoid these things. However, I'm not there yet. It's part of my journey and I'm just not quite there yet. However, I do meditate, I train, and I do everything that I'm supposed to do to keep myself moving forward in a better way. Now, I had issues with this iron. My iron's always been low, making you a little bit weak. And for somebody that trains as much as I do, and I'm hyper, so people don't usually notice. But when I go to bed at night and I sleep 9 hours straight and that it's not enough, I'm thinking there's probably an issue, right? So they did all the tests that we needed to do because we couldn't find anything. There was nothing technically wrong other than the iron being low and me being fatigued. So we checked gastroscopy, the test that they check down into your tummy. And then I did the colonoscopy, so the one that goes up the other way. Then I did a colposcopy, so that's checking into your vital organs and all these things. And everything came out fine. So finally, we figured maybe if we played around with my menstrual cycle, okay, so we were playing around with maybe avoiding any bleeding of any kind and adding iron would help. So we put in an IUD. Now, at the same time this happened, we ended up getting an appointment to verify that my uterus and ovaries and cervix and all that was fine, because in the family a lot of people have problems with that and had to get general surgery and get taken out. And when they got in there, they found that there was a cyst that was 5 centimeters diameter, and that at 6 centimeters they have to operate and take it out, regardless if it's benign or not. Now it was clear. It was a clear cyst, and I was meditating a lot at the time, and I was going through some issues, stress, money, things like that. Eating well, exercise, and I'm doing all the right stuff, except I'm stressed out. And I started meditating and calming myself down. When they find a cyst, what they do is they send you for a blood test to verify if there's cancer cells involved. If not, they re-see you for every 3 months until either it's gone or they have to operate. It's usually the two choices they have. So I meditate every night. Everything's going to be okay. I'm healthy. I'm doing what I do. And la la la, tra la 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 la. And I go for my appointment 3 months later, and he does the ultrasound, and he says, "What was it that you came here for?" And I said, "Well, my cyst was 5 centimeters, and you wanted to make sure it wasn't growing." And he looked. He says, "Well, I don't know if this is the same side or not." He says, "But this is 3 centimeters." And I'm like, "Yeah." And I looked at him and I said, "So all my brain power is working?" And he looked at me and he went like, "Are you kidding me?" He says they don't usually shrink. They sometimes burst or they get bigger. That's the two options apparently. So I said, "Okay, whatever." And he says, "Well, we'll see you again in 3 months." So I have another appointment set up for 3 months later, and I'm still meditating, making it go away. In my head, I'm like seeing nothing. I'm seeing myself healthy, living well, still exercising and eating well, doing all the right things. And I go back for my appointment 3 months later, and the cyst is 1 centimeter. Now, 1 centimeter, they discard it as being normal. Okay, so it's a normal situation. A lot of women have these problems, but it's usually not a problem that you have to regulate, okay, or fix with medication or whatsoever. So they set an appointment for 6 months later. 6 months later was last July. Last July, they did my appointment, and still 1 centimeter. It's just there. That's it. It's just there. So I've been working on it, thinking that I have to be totally and the best health ever, ever. So I've been climaxing. And when I had my appointment, which is actually 3 months late, they should have done it in the beginning of January, and there was no room and whatnot. When they did the test this morning they did a test. There's nothing. The uterus is perfect. The ovaries are perfect. The lining of the cervix is perfect. There is zero clue of a cyst being there anywhere. So you have the power. It doesn't matter what it is that you have. You have the power to mentally make appear or disappear things that you want. You just have to work at it. And to make it easier, you eat well, you eat natural, you do your exercises. I'm not saying that you have to run a marathon. You just have to release some of the stress of the day. You've got to learn to have a balance point in you. You have to find and harvest that energy that you have. And we'll do another video maybe on principles of meditating, because I'm not a guru in that. I do it by myself. I do my own thing. I did a Vipassana for 10 days, and hopefully in October I'll get to go do one in Nepal, and it's one of my projects that I'm working on. And it's just personal growth. Personal growth. If you're looking for personal growth, this is it, baby. So till next time, ciao.